Curt Cignetti has these Hoosiers firing on all cylinders. We're going to talk about the culture, the team this year, and rising to number 3 in the rankings after never beating a top 10 team on the road ever in the history of Indiana football. They beat the Ducks. We're going to talk about it all in this episode. Let's get into it.
Pretty simple, I win.
Basketball is a way of life in Indiana that many people will never understand.
Hello guys, and welcome to Indiana Sports Connection. I am your residential anchor, and these Hoosiers, we are going to talk about the game. We're going to talk about what happened there. We're going to talk about the ranking, and we're going to talk about everything in between, because this was the most magnificent game in the history of Indiana football for me to watch. I don't know if my brain has even really 100% comprehended what I saw happening while I was watching that game, because it was utter domination. We're going to talk about all that and more. If this is your first time here, thank you so much for being here. Hit that subscribe button down below. Hit the thumbs up button. It gets it out. We got tons of people are going to want to be bandwagon fans. And we got a lot of Oregon comments on the videos last week. Everyone loves to tell Indiana fans, like, you don't know what you're talking about when it comes to football. I didn't rebuttal any of their comments. I didn't think Indiana would look this good, but hit that thumbs up button, because we got a ton of people that are going to love watching this Indiana team. They're so fun to watch. And I have a giveaway. I have another one of these sweatshirts I'll be giving away at 3,500 subscribers. So hit that subscribe button. I'm trying to get to 5,000 before Christmas. And I know normally this time of year we are getting our basketball jerseys ready, because there is a basketball game on Friday that we should be probably more excited about. And I was actually thinking about making more basketball videos this week, but it's just like, the Indiana football team is so captivating right now. Do all that good stuff. Without further ado, let's get into talking about the Indiana Hoosiers. All right. Hillbilly Monkey. And I have had the flu the past couple of days. My daughter was sick last week with like pink eye stuff, and I got something from her on Saturday night. I was like down for the count. So, excuse my voice. Hillbilly Monkey, this game was absolutely brilliant by the Hoosiers. It was no fluke whatsoever. I got a clip here I want to run of Aiden Fisher, and let's talk about what he said. And we're going to just talk about how this team has improved since last year. And it's really amazing. I didn't think they were that good enough to go in there and push Oregon around on their offensive line. Indiana's defensive line and our linebackers are just playing like out of their mind. The way we're running sideline to sideline, the linebackers, and the relentless effort by the defensive line up front, it is. I made a lot of videos, and a lot of people, I think, were making a big deal about this all week, is that Indiana was undersized and all these things. They must have listened to all those videos, and nobody was really picking Indiana. Yeah, but those guys up front, and Jones, a linebacker, and Fisher. We're going to play this clip of Fisher here first. And Hillbilly Michael, let's roll that clip.
Players that took this journey with Curt from JMU, this moment, for you guys.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of people ask, why do you follow Curt Cignetti? Why'd you make this decision instead of other schools? This is why. Complete buy-in, complete trust what Curt Cig is doing here. When you do things like that, you lead games like this and wins like this. So, really, there's no looking back on it. Just follow Coach Cig and buy into what he tells you, what he believes in, his preparation, his process. He's better than anybody in the country. That's what people want to play for.
We're going to rally.
Yeah, I mean, great words by, one of the leaders on the team captain. I got one more clip of Mendoza kind of like talking about the culture of the team. Signetti is brought in with all of these people that are transferring now all over the place. Signetti has been able to have like great continuity with his players and with his staff. Like not only like Aiden Fisher following him, but a lot of his staff members were on his staff at Elon and then on his staff at JMU. That's part of it. I mean, and then getting guys that are really players that buy into that system as well. all of those relationships over all that period of time, that's what's culminated into what we're watching right now with Indiana football. Like, Signetti was working on this plan for a long time. I always think about this, like, in the comedy world, which I used to be in, they always say it takes like 10 years to be an overnight success. That's so true. I mean, you don't know how long it takes to develop like a 5-minute bit, to develop a 10-minute bit, and then so on and so forth. I mean, to work your way up to like an hour special, it might take you 10 years to really develop that type of thing. It's like the same type of thing. Signetti sacrificed a lot of money and a lot of things, going from being an assistant coach at Alabama, where, you know, you'd be either the quarterback's coach or just, you know, you're never going to get into the top sledding job there. But to go down to, you know, IUP and then Elon and make all those steps and bring in all those coaches. And that's what brings you to a point now where you have such trust in the staff and the people around Signetti to bring in Mendoza. I mean, you can see, and then in this next clip of Mendoza, which, Hillbilly Monkey, let's roll that clip, because what he had to say about the culture, because this is just like how they really are tying this all together. And when you get all these guys and they all do it for the right reasons and they're doing it for each other, there is no limit to what you can really do. There really isn't. Hillbilly Monkey, roll that clip.
Right now. It shows the country that the IU football team, it's a real team. We're not just a one-hit wonder. And it shows that we can go through some stuff in the game. We can handle adversity. We're a gritty team, and we really band together. And we have each other's back. After I threw the pick six, Fish came up to me and said, "Hey, brother, I have your back. I believe in you." And to have a team captain say that and come up to me and say that, it inspires confidence in not just me, but the entire offense. So whenever we're able to play with one each other, defense and offense, all the hard battle work that we put in through spring ball, fall camp, and now here, we've really banded together and became a stronger unit. And I think that's what's so special about Indiana football, is we all have 100% buy-in, and that makes our team so special.
Yeah, I would just say it speaks to resiliency.
I love that. It's like, they're not a one-hit wonder. Signetti came in and is like really just building like the real deal type thing here at Indiana. It's amazing to see, because Indiana was just very lucky to find Curt Cignetti and bring him in. I think he could have had a lot of success a lot of places just because of how he brought in a lot of his players. Indiana could become a powerhouse in football. Now, I mean, I watched some, could it be sustainable over a long period of time? I think Signetti's going to stay here. I don't think he's leaving here. I just have to believe that. I think that Indiana, where they're at in the Big Ten, where they're at with the resources, and where he's at with, I think that's the part where he would have to move his staff again somewhere else. I mean, all the places he's at least been there for more than a few years. I don't know about IUP. You know, I'd have to check the record on that. Leave your comments down below. You know, tell me, do you think he's going to Penn State? Do you think he's staying at Indiana? I think that Indiana I've heard him talk about the donor base, the amount of NIL money we have, and the largest alumni base. So all that stuff, in the commitment Indiana's made to football, I don't know. I don't think he's gonna. If you go over to Penn State, you go to any of these other schools, Alabama, Penn State, Ohio State, Michigan. You know, I was just talking to my dad about this earlier today. It's like, you know, Michigan had a lot of like crappy years in between. You know, they won in '94. Between '94 and 2014, Michigan had a lot of like not great teams. It's not that easy just to win at these places. Like, you know, Dabo Swinney did it at Clemson, ushered in, they were winning national championships there. I don't want to get too far over my skis, but this Indiana team is a contender for the national championship. That's all you can think. And that's why when I say that out loud, just from watching that game, look, Indiana dominated this game. And we could go through the stats. I mean, they seem to get really clutch first downs because they were only 5 of 15 on third down, but they dominated the statistics. Oregon could not run the ball on Indiana. 6 sacks in Oregon. Now, I will say, when I was looking at their players, last week, I did notice how many like sophomores and juniors and things they had starting. So was that where youth of Oregon and Indiana's got a real veteran team, and they were just able to really take it to Oregon in a way that Oregon just could not handle it, and maybe the youth showed up? I've not heard anybody say that take. Oregon is a top talented team. They definitely have about 8 to 10 guys when you start to look at their roster that definitely have a good chance of getting to the NFL. Their defensive line, that's the other part. Bringing in Mendoza, a culture piece. Bringing in Pat Coogan, a real culture piece. I've heard Signetti say a lot of things about him, the way that he's just a vocal leader. That's where I think the team is better than they are last year. Mendoza, you can tell by that clip. You can tell by some of the things he says. I love Curtis Rourke. I love what Curtis Rourke did last year. Look, some guys, some people, it's just not in their personality to do certain things. So, like, Curtis Rourke was a more quiet guy. And some of the guys we had on the offensive line, we've upgraded now. And I think with Mendoza, he is able to do some things at quarterback. He's got everything to play for the rest of the year. That's why I'm also looking like, I don't think we're going to see a lot of complacency out of this bunch. I don't think we're going to see them because they're all playing for a lot. I mean, Signetti's playing for, to win the Big Ten. And Mendoza's playing to be the number 1 pick now. I mean, he really, and Surratt in that game really solidified themselves as those guys are going to go to the NFL. Pat Coogan's probably going to the NFL. Our left tackle, Smith, he's going to the NFL. Umar Cooper looks like he's definitely NFL talent. How about that catch by Umar Cooper on the side? Grabbed it and then gathered himself and went around and got the first down. That's what it is. The gritty fight of this team is so much fun to watch. They never give up. They never give in. The guys on the defensive line are just playing relentless, lights out. And they're just a formidable bunch. When you put them all out there together, and this game was not a fluke. I rewatched this game. I've rewatched some of this game all last night. This game very much could have been 34 or 37 to 13 type of game. They got some easy points. That's where when you look at it, it's there was nothing where Indiana got free points on a block kick, or Indiana got a pick six thrown right to them that they did get the tip ball. They got the 2 interceptions, but those interceptions were really because of the push Indiana was getting up front, and to get your hand on the ball there. Those were because of the pressure Indiana was putting on him. He actually could have made more mistakes. And the other guy, Roman Hemby, is an upgrade at the running back position. Justice Ellison had great moves, and I think he was great for the team, and he's still with the team. That's another part of the continuity. Justice Ellison is on the sideline coaching these guys up. He got a job as a graduate assistant or whatever, so he's with the team still, and he was a big culture piece last year on the team. So that's what you got here. You got guys that want to be here, want to stick around, want to be around Signetti, want to be around the staff, because they've just seen the amount of great things that follow Curt Cignetti around. And now we're all getting a taste of it. And it is just so fun to watch. I don't care that they're ranked 3rd. They should be ranked number 1. No doubt they should be ranked number 1. Nobody has a win like Indiana has at Oregon. And nobody else has a win like how Indiana killed Illinois. Illinois put up a good fight against Ohio State. Penn State now is falling quickly. And I hate to get out over my skis that much, but it's Indiana definitely is in the prime position to run the table and go 12-0. They just got to, Signetti has just got to keep chopping the wood every week with this bunch, and they just got to keep really trying to get better and trying to figure out ways to make the team better, because this is a playoff team. And this is early in the year, and I remember a lot of people laughing at me. I remember a lot of people in the offseason, it was some cute story last year. Now you just beat Oregon on the road. It's not just some cute story anymore. This is these are real dudes out there really making it happen, and I'm here for it. I wish I could say I've waited 125 years for this, but somebody out there's waited 125 years for this. It's the most glorious thing I've been watching. So, Hillbilly Monkey, what did you think about this game?
Carved from the sands of the Wabash River and formed into a monkey lamp that's sold at Home Goods. It's the Hillbilly Monkey Perspective on Indiana Sports Connection.
Well, you're right about a lot of things. It's the continuity of this bunch. I mean, I can't believe how Signetti has been able to come to Indiana, where by all accounts just never really had anything going for him in the football ever, and don't really expect much, and just change the way people think immediately. And even after that Oregon game, that's going to change a lot of heads. That's going to turn a lot of heads and change a lot of minds. And, people are going to be targeting Indiana to try to beat them now, because they're looking like the real team to beat, maybe in the Big Ten. Ohio State, that's going to be a tough game if they play them in the Big Ten championship game. But, I mean, whenever there been a time that Indiana had a season like they did last year and then followed up like this, it's never happened before. It's history in the making. Curt Cignetti, they should start building a statue outside for him right now, because what he has done, how he has transformed this team, this culture, this school, it's absolutely magnificent, and I'm here for it as well. Yeah, it is just amazing to watch. I'm so pumped for the basketball game coming up this Friday, and then Michigan State the next day. So that's going to be a really fun weekend in Bloomington coming up here. So yeah, leave your comments down below. Whether you're an Oregon fan or you're a Michigan State fan or you're a whatever fan, like, we've never seen anything like this, where the Hoosiers, this is not an Indiana team for everybody to, make fun of like they did last year. And yeah, that was just hard to take for Indiana fans that finally had a team, that won 11 games, beat Michigan, really beat every team they played the two hardest teams and lost to them. And that just fueled the fire for Signetti to keep that. Like, last year wasn't enough. He's gonna ratchet it up, and as long as he's here, I don't see how he would start to fail. I mean, I don't see him as a guy that's gonna get complacent or anything like that. But tell me what you think in the comments down below. Thank you so much for watching this video. It's absolutely amazing. Until next time, stay classy out there, Hoosier fans.